Between games, Willie Mays came over to me and said, "Now in the second game, you're going up against Bob Gibson." I only half listened to what he was saying, figuring it didn't make much difference. So I walked up to the plate the first time and started digging a little hole with my back foot. No sooner did I start digging that hole than I hear Willie screaming from the dugout, "No!" Well, the first pitch came inside, no harm done. So I dug in again. Next thing I knew, there was a loud crack and my left shoulder was broken. I should have listened to Willie. Jim Ray Hart, third baseman, San Francisco Giants. This is Apba Brian welcoming you to Game 7 of the 1964 World Series. Both teams are tied 3 games apiece, and our starting pitchers are going on short rest, Mel Stottlemyre and Bob Gibson, using as-played lineups, and here are the lineups for Game 7. Phil Lenz will lead off and play shortstop. Bobby Richardson bats second, plays second base. Roger Maris is in center field, hit third. Mickey Mantle is in right field, batting fourth. Elston Howard is the catcher, batting fifth. Joe Pepitone is playing first base and hitting sixth. Tom Tresh in left field, batting seventh. And Cletus Boyer, third base, batting eighth. Mel Stottlemyre, grade B with Z modifier, on the mound. For the St. Louis Cardinals, Curt Flood will lead off and play center field. Lou Brock bats second and plays left field. Bill White bats third and is at first base. Ken Boyer bats fourth and will play third base. Dick Grote is the shortstop. Batting sixth is Tim McCarver, the catcher. Batting seventh is the right fielder, Mike Shannon. And batting eighth, the second baseman, Del Maxfield. Bob Gibson's on the mound, grade B, X modifier. We're ready to begin Game 7, the deciding game of the 1964 World Series. Phil Lenz, super sub, steps in for the New York Yankees. 64 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Bobby Richardson. 63 is going to be a fly ball to the center fielder, Curt Flood, 2 away. And now, Roger Maris. 51 is going to be a base hit for Maris. Makes him 11 for 26 in the series. He is a fast runner with 2 outs at first base. Got the Yankees up to bat. Here's Mickey Mantle. 46 is a swing and miss, strike 3. And Mantle's slump continues. He's 4 for 24 in the series. We go to the bottom of the first, no score. Okay, the speedy Curt Flood leads off for St. Louis in the bottom of the first. 35 is a single for Curt Flood. Fast runner at first, but he does not have any 10s or 11s in the first column. Lou Brock. One 5 is going to be an 11. It's a single over first. The runner will go to third. With a chance to steal second. And I think he might take that chance. Let's see. Elston Howard is a 9 defensive catcher, I believe. Yep. There's no outs. A chance to throw out Brock stealing would be 11 through 26. It's about a third of a chance. Error on 66. There goes Brock. 35, he is going to be safe easily at second base with a stolen base. That is his 4th stolen base in the series. And the Cardinals have 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. Okay, here is Bill White. He's 10 for 27 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs in the series. Big opportunity here Mel Stottlemyre winds and throws. 62 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. Kind of what he needed right there. Here is Kenny Boyer. Homered yesterday, 24. That's a strikeout. So Mel Stottlemyre is digging down deep. Dick Grote has been a hot hitter in this series. He is 9 for 22. McCarver on deck is 1 for 23. I think we're going to walk Dick Grote. Here is Tim McCarver. McCarver, 288 hitter in the 64 season, very capable hitter, but struggled in the series. Here's the pitch. Can McCarver put a coin in the merry-go-round? 65 is popped up. Nope, that's going to be a strikeout. So, Cardinals threatened in the first, majorly. If they fail to score, we go to the top of the second. No score. All right, Bob Gibson will face Elston Howard, 8 for 23, the home run in the series. 44 is going to be a single for Elston Howard. He is a slow runner, so New York will play it safe on the base paths. Here's Joe Pepitone. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Kurt Flood is under it and makes the catch. 1 down, Tom Tresh. Tresh was a 246 hitter in 1964. 33 is a hit column roll. 1-1, there's a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. A home run, 2-run home run, scoring Elston Howard and then Tom Tresh. Yankees are up on the board first, 2-0, and boy, the Cardinals are going to be possibly very sorry they could not score with the bases loaded first inning. Cletus Boyer. 55 is going to be a fly ball to Kurt Flood. 2 down, and now the pitcher, Mel Stottlemyre, who's just given a 2-run lead. 16 is going to be a swing and miss for strike 3, a third strikeout for Bob Gibson. But the Yankees score twice in the top of the second, 2-0 New York. Mike Shannon leads off for the Cardinals. 64 is going to be a strikeout, and that is Stottlemyre's 4th strikeout. Del Maxwell. 36 is going to be a pop out to second base, caught by Bobby Richardson, 2 outs, and now Bob Gibson's the batter. Okay, here is Bob Gibson. 52 is 27. That's going to be a ground out to third base. Cletus Boyer throws over to Joe Pepitone. And the Cardinals are retired 1-2-3 in a second. We go to the third, 2-0 New York. Phil Lindsay will lead off the third. He's not hit well. He only has 2 hits in the series, but he has walked 8 times. Here's the pitch to Phil Lindsay. 55 is going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Kurt Flood. Bobby Richardson. That's also a fly out to Kurt Flood. And that is the 5th fly out to Flood. It's either a fly out or a strikeout in the center. 2-way, Roger Maris singled his first time up. 36 is going to be a pop out to the second baseman, I think, unless there's a modifier on Gibson. Nope. Pop out to second baseman, or we go to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Yankees. Top of the Cardinal order for the third. 25 is a fly out to center field. 1 away. Lou Brock. 1-4 is going to be a fly out to the left fielder, Tom Tresh. 2 down. Bill White. 1-4 is a fly out to Tom Tresh. 3 up and 3 down for the Cardinals. We go to the fourth, 2-0 New York. Okay, Mickey Mantle will read off the top of the fourth for New York. Struck out his first time up. 51 is going to be a single for Mickey Mantle. Fast runner for New York at first. No 10s or 11s on that card. Nelson Howard. 24 is going to be 38. Okay, the runner steals second. Fielding column 1. S holds at first. McCarver is an 8. We'll give him a chance to throw out Maris. He doesn't, and it is a stolen base for Roger Maris, and he is in scoring position with nobody out. Here's the pitch to Ellie Howard. 51 is going to be an 8 against grade B. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, Bob Gibson, over to first base, but Maris will be able to go to third with 1 away. Joe Pepitone. So a fly ball can get another run for the Yankees. Here's the pitch from Gibson to Pepitone. 52 is hit on the ground. Third base, the runner must hold, and Pepitone is out 5-3. 2 outs. Tom Tresh. That's a hit column roll. 42 is going to be a 2. That's going to be a triple along the left field foul line. And the Yankees take a 3-0 lead. Tom Tresh is at third. So Tom Tresh has the hard part of the cycle under his belt, a home run and a triple. Here's Clete Boyer. 21 is a fly ball to Lou Brock in left. That is the top of the fourth, but the Yankees tack another run on the board, 3-0 New York. The crowd's a little uneasy here at Sportsman Park. Their team is down by 3 runs. Leading off for the Cardinals in the fourth is the third baseman, Ken Boyer. Here's the pitch from Stottlemyre. 45 is going to be a base on balls. Fast runner at first, Dick Grote. And he's been doing a lot of hitting and running in the series pretty successfully. He's got an extra 31. He's got 4 31s on his card. So here we go. Ken Boyer starts it off. See if he can get the Cardinals going. 64. It's a 13. That's going to be a strike. And Kenny Boyer is going to be out stealing. 2-4. 61 is a 39. That's going to be strike 2. 65 is a foul out to the catcher, Elson Howard. Here's Tim McCarver. 31 is going to be a base hit for McCarver. And that is only his second hit of the series. Fast runner at first. Mike Shannon. 22 is a single for Mike Shannon. The runner will go to third. Cardinals have their second major scoring opportunity of the game. They loaded the bases in the first. Got first and third here. McCarver's at third. Mike Shannon's at first. And the batter is Del Maxwell. Light hitting shortstop. He is 7 for 18 in the series. Mel Stottlemyre may walking to pitch to Gibson, but Gibson's not a slouch. He's going to pitch to Maxwell. Here's the pitch. 651 is a 9. That's going to be a single over short. Another runner to second with 2 outs. He goes to third, so it's going to be first and third. Again, Maxwell comes through for the Cardinals and gets them on the board. 2-1 or 3-1 New York. Now we have Maxwell at first. He's a fast runner. And Shannon at third. The batter is Bob Gibson. Stottlemyre's pitch to Gibson, 55, is a 9. That's going to be a single over short. And the other goes to third. Maxwell's at third. Shannon scores. The Cardinals have strung together 4 consecutive hits, and it's 3-2 New York. Kurt Flood. Flood is 1 for 2 and 8 for 30 in the series. 35 is going to be another base hit over shortstop. 1 run scores. The other goes to third. 5 straight hits for the St. Louis Cardinals. And now the game is tied 3-3. All the scoring taking place after 2 are out. Here's the pitch to Lou Brock. 64 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 outs. But the Cardinals get 5 hits and 3 runs. Go to the 5th inning, tied 3-3. Mel Stottlemyre, the pitcher, leads off for New York. 62 is going to be a fly ball to Mike Shannon in right field, 1 away. Phil Linz. 54 is going to be a ground ball to third base. That's Kenny Boyer. Goes over to first. 2 outs. Bobby Richardson. And 36 is the roll. That's going to be a pop to the second baseman, Del Maxwell. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees 3, Cardinals 3. Okay, the St. Louis Cardinals have had 7 hits in this game, all singles. They will lead off with Bill White, the first baseman. 53 is a 20. That's going to be an error on the second baseman, Bobby Richardson. E4 and speed at first base with no outs. Ken Boyer. And the wheels are coming off Mel Stottlemyre. Here's the pitch. 44 is going to be a single to right field, first and third. Cardinals are in business again. Nobody out. All right, it has not worked out too well for Mel Stottlemyre, pitching on short rest here. He will be replaced by Raleigh Sheldon, 3.61 ERA in 1964. He's a grade D, but he will be bumped up to grade C for same-handedness for the first batter. YZ modifiers. Dick Rotes, the hitter, first and third. Nobody out. 12 is a 25, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play with a run scoring. 6-4-3. So 2 outs. Cardinals make it 4-3. And now there is nobody on base. Tim McCarver. 43 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, Sheldon, over to Pepitone. That's the end of the 5th inning. We go to the 6th with the Cardinals out front by 1. Roger Maris will leave off the 6th inning for the Yankees. His career was started off kind of slow with injuries. He had broken ribs with the Cleveland Indians, who he started with. And then when he went to the Kansas City A's, he had an appendectomy. But everything came together in 1960 when he went to the Yankees and became the AL MVP. Here's the pitch from Bob Gibson. 1-2. It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Or no, it's got an X modifier, so it's going to be a strikeout. So Maris strikes out to lead off the top of the 6th. Here is Mickey Mantle. 25 is going to be a fly out to Kurt Flood. 2 outs. Mantle is 1 for 3 today. And here is Elston Howard. 46 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Bottom of the 6th. 4-3 Cardinals. Raleigh Sheldon goes back out on the mound. He'll face the bottom of the St. Louis lineup. Mike Shannon, Del Maxwell, and Kirk Gibson. Or Bob Gibson, excuse me. 26 is a ground out to Cletus Boyer at third base. 5-3. Shannon is retired. Del Maxwell. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. He is 1 for 3. Bob Gibson. 32 is a ground out to the second baseman, Bobby Richardson. We go to the top of the 7th, 4-3 St. Louis. Joe Pepitone leads off for New York in the 7th. 43 is going to be a ground ball back to Gibson, 1 away. It's amazing that he was an above average fielder, but the way he pitched falling off toward first base. But he got the fielding part done. Tom Tresh. 53 is 16. That's going to be a fly out to center field. That is Kurt Flood. 2 outs. Clete Boyer. 61 is a ground ball to nobody. That's an X modifier, so that's a strikeout off Gibson's card. Go to the bottom of the 7th, 4-3 Cardinals. Hank Aaron told me, don't dig in against Bob Gibson. He'll knock you down. He'd knock down his own grandmother if she dared to challenge him. Don't stare at him. Don't smile at him. Don't talk to him. He doesn't like it. If you happen to hit a home run, don't run too slow. Don't run too fast. If you happen to want to celebrate, get in the tunnel first. And if he hits you, don't charge the mound because he's a Gold Glove boxer. I'm like, damn, what about my 17-game hitting streak? That was the night it ended. Dusty Baker. Here's the pitch to Kurt Flood. 46 is a ground ball back to Sheldon, and he throws over to Pepitone, 1 away. Lou Brock. 6-6, that's a hit column roll. 16 is going to be a double for Lou Brock. And I think the first sign of trouble for Sheldon, they might go get some help. Timeout. Okay, manager Yogi Berra does go to his bullpen. He brings in Steve Hamilton, left-handed pitcher. He's a grade C, XZ modifiers. He'll get the 1-batter bump up, pitching to the left-handed Bill White. So he'll be, for White, a grade B pitcher. There is 1 out, runner on second. Here's the pitch to Bill White. 22 is a base hit for, no, wait a minute. Yeah, single to right. And that's going to score Brock. 5-3 Cardinals. Charge that run to Raleigh Sheldon. Here is Ken Boyer. 56 is a swing and miss for strike 3. That's 2 away. Hamilton's back to a C grade pitcher, Dick Grote. And 25 is going to be a single to center. The runner will go to third. Grote's at first. We have White at third. Tim McCarver. 1 for 3 in this game. Here's the pitch. 1-4, and that's a fly ball to the left fielder, Tom Tresh. Makes the catch. We'll go to the 8th inning. It's now the Cardinals 5, Yankees 3. Okay, the Yankees will lead off the top of the 8th inning with a pinch hitter batting for the pitcher, Tony Kubek. Here's Bob Gibson's line, and his pitch is 21, is a fly ball to Lou Brock in left field. Kubek is the first out. And we'll go to the top of the order, Phil Linz. .42 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is Gibson's 6th strikeout. Bobby Richardson. .34 is a fly ball to center field, caught by Kurt Flood. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees are down to the last 3 outs, and they're behind by 2 runs, 5-3 Cardinals. Mike Shannon leads off the bottom of the 8th. He is 1 for 3 today, 5 for 25 in the series. Here's the pitch to Mike Shannon. 16 is a ground out to the shortstop, Phil Linz, for the first out. Meanwhile, I forgot to introduce a new pitcher for New York. And that is Pete Mickelson, a grade C Y modifier. Del Maxville. 42 is a strikeout. That's 2 outs. And now Bob Gibson will be looking to pitch a complete game. 65, that's going to be a foul out to the catcher, Elliott Howard. Cardinals are down 1-2-3. We go to the top of the ninth. 5-3, New York is trailing by 2. Roger Maris leads off the ninth. The single season home run leader in 1961, 61 home runs, breaking Babe Ruth's record. Did so with a lot of hostility. The press was kind of against him. He didn't handle the pressure very well. A lot of people didn't like the race between him and Mantle. They were cheering for Mantle to break Babe Ruth's record. A lot of people weren't too comfortable with a 269 hitter setting the home run record either. One thing that did help Roger Maris in 61, though, was the fact that he had no intentional walks in 1961, 0, because Mickey Mantle batted behind him. Here's the Yankees. They're down by 2. They've only got 3 outs left. Bob Gibson looking as fierce and determined as ever. He looked fierce, squinting in. You can't see the catcher's signs very well. He wore glasses, but not when he pitched. And so he's squinting in for the sign. He looked even more terrifying than he was. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris. 52 is going to be a hit on the ground to third base. No, that's an X. That's a strikeout. And Maris goes down on 8 strikeouts for Bob Gibson. Here is Mickey Mantle with 1 away. Yankees are down to the last 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 23, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That's caught by Mike Shannon. And now 2 outs. That'll bring up Elston Howard, who is 9 for 26 in the series. Bob Gibson goes into his full windup. Here is the pitch. 26 is going to be a swing and a miss for a strike 3. The 9th strikeout for Bob Gibson. I think he had 9 strikeouts in the actual game. The final score is St. Louis Cardinals 5 and the New York Yankees 3. The St. Louis Cardinals are champions of 1964. So for Game 7 in the 64 World Series, the New York Yankees had 3 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. St. Louis Cardinals had 5 runs on 11 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher was Bob Gibson, who went 9 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 5 hits and 9 strikeouts, no walks. The losing pitcher was Mel Stottlemyre, 4 innings and 3 earned runs, 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Start of the game today was Bob Gibson, who was also 1 for 4 at the plate with an RBI. But his pitching was the difference in today's game. And in the series, Bob Gibson was 2-1 with a 3.38 earned run average. Pitched 24 innings, gave up 9 runs. The MVP of this series is Bill White. Bill White had 11 hits and 30 at-bats for a 367 average, but he had 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. Some of the other notables in the series were Lou Brock with a 345 average and 4 steals. Kenny Boyer hit 370 with a homer and a double and 3 walks. For the Del Maxville, the shortstop, had 2 RBIs and a 381 average. Hitting stars for the New York Yankees were Roger Maris, 379 with a homer and 4 RBIs. Elston Howard hit 333 with a homer and 2 doubles, 3 runs batted in. Not too many hitting stars for the Yankees. Yankee starting pitching was pretty good. Ford with a 4.50 ERA. Stottlemyre, 19 innings, 237 earned run average. Boughton was 208 earned run average, and Downing 1.13 earned run average. So the starting pitching for New York was pretty effective in this really closely fought World Series. Hope you enjoyed this series. Monday we're going to start a new project. That is going to be the 1941 season, and I'm going to do the Joe DiMaggio 56-game hitting streak. This project might only last 1 game, As soon as he doesn't get a hit, then that project is over. Sort of like a game I play with my wife. We got a game called Cowboys, The Way of the West. It's a shootout game. And the first scenario is very simple. Is they shoot out between, in 1865, Wild Bill Hickok had a shootout with a guy, I think his name was Davis Nutt, but I'm not sure. And I let her be Wild Bill Hickok. And she did her first roll, shot me dead, game was over in about 2 seconds. So this next project may end in one game, it might end in 56 games. We'll see what happens. And there's some other things we want to do with the 1941 season as well. And that will be played with Apba. Hope you enjoyed this look at 1964 over the last few weeks. Thanks for watching, and God bless.